Hi, I'm Doug and this is Stephany.
Hello.
Welcome to our channel, and we have another video for you where we had a conversation with the Galactic Federation. So again, I don't have video for this, I just put the phone on the table. We had a chat sitting on the floor, and this conversation came after a couple of days. We'd missed a day. We should be checking in each day, and because I'd been moody and I felt a bit of depression and needed some time alone and things like that. And as they say, this is something in common with other light workers where emotions are getting brought to the surface. And, once again, instead of choosing to change my emotions for the positive, I, by choice, was dwelling in these negative emotions. And so I had to talk to them sort of with my head down, going back to them after the break, knowing that I hadn't done what they'd been guiding me to do. And so that's why we have a bit of a sheepish introduction, saying hello, but and both of our energies were a little low there, and they did tell us that we will need to boost that for future communications. But as ever, they make us feel so happy by the end especially. So we did have a conversation about negative emotions and also law of attraction or reality creation, and it's difficult to have a different chapter for each because the whole session was really going between the two, because emotions are frequency and you do attract what you're emitting, so they go hand in hand, the emotions with the law of attraction. So we do bounce around between them, but I really think that it's the best law of attraction or reality creation advice I've ever heard. There are plenty of videos I've seen out there. People have channels devoted just to that one topic with many videos, and I just feel, although this is one video and it is a long one, it's all anyone would need if you really applied what the Galactic Federation teaches. So yes, again, I get a little bit chastised at times without judgment, but there's a lot of love there, and we end up feeling really happy by the end of the conversation. I really think that you would learn a lot if you can stick with it. It's another long video, and if you have to listen to it in bits, do so, but the information is there for you to manifest the future that you ever want, anything you ever want. As I said, I've listened to a lot of videos before, so it's like, what's that missing piece that's stopping it from all happening? And we just have a discussion where things unfold, and then it gets summed up really beautifully at the end. And so I think instead of just having a list of do this, if you follow through the conversation, you can really learn the nuts and bolts of how it all works, and you'll really know how it works a lot better. And it's just funny even having a perspective from, at one point, the desire or the manifestation itself, looking through its eyes and basically saying, what are you doing? It's like, do you want me or not? It's looking at it from the other point of view. So
it's very informal. It's a very informal conversation.
Yeah, so we had a lot of fun, and there's some laughter and that. So I really hope that you watch the video, and I know that you would get a lot out of it from the point of view of the reality creation, and also how best to deal with negative emotions. And if you can do what they say, and that is like, the expression was like flipping a coin, but I'd say like flicking a switch, go from one to the other, say give it a try. So hope you enjoy this video.
Yes, I hope that too.
We're here, my friends.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
Welcome back.
How are you?
We are excellent.
Excellent to hear.
How are you?
Better.
That's good. We can sense the energy. It will be enough for today.
Okay.
But it does need to increase from both of you for future communication.
We know.
We are happy to have you both back with us. And it's okay. We do not judge. There's nothing to forgive. As Stephany was apologizing for her doubts of us.
We're just sorting things out.
Yes, you are, my friend. And that's part of the progress and process. Of beings of the light and love, and light workers who are working towards, let's say, the light and spreading the word, and you closer to your true self, and to us. There are things that might come onto the surface inside you that it will help you to overcome.
Yeah.
Do not dwell on those. There's no reason to go and look for the specifics if you can't find. And if a specific is the one that is troubling you, you can also fix it. And make it more general than a specific.
Yeah.
Make the situation a general situation rather than a specific situation.
Okay.
By that we mean, don't make it personal. Make a statement that it's general and it can apply to anyone of your kind.
Yes.
A situation that it could happen to any of your kind. And just remember that what you are going through, all the beings are as well going through.
Yes.
So don't make the situation personal to you, or that it happened just to you, or is you the one who is affected. Even that it might be so. Have a different perspective about it.
Okay.
See more as things happen to anyone and everyone. If it's not A, it's B. And if it's not B, it's C. And there is a reason why as well.
I understand. Go general. Do you have any questions, Stephany?
She wants you to ask if there is anything that you wish to ask. As you know, we talk a lot, let's say. So it is easy for us when you just open up, let's say, the conversation by asking, and then we are able to guide.
I didn't come to this with a specific question, but basically the last couple of days again was getting myself all upset, and I was working through that on my own, really, which usually means the recovery is slow. And we're sort of just getting back to being happy again, and I think that's what our future is. It's just going to keep getting better, and we move on from that emotional thing.
Your future will get better because it already exists. Your future is, let's say, a potential already. Your future is now, is right now. That's your future.
Yeah.
What we mean is that you're moving towards that. You cannot physically see it. And it's up to you which one to choose.
That's right.
There is no need to criticize yourself or to make the process, let's say, quicker than it needs. However, it can help you to realize when you're dwelling on something that it has been enough. Enough of thinking about it, enough of going in circles, and that's the moment to take a decision. But you do not take a decision based on how you're feeling at the moment, because at the same time that's not your, let's say, true self. Your kind are, say, used to deciding and reacting according to the moment, rather than connecting to themselves first. And then they end up with conflict within themselves. But those conflicts also help them growing if they can see that.
Yeah, in the end I got sick of it and going around in circles, like you said. And then it was time to leave it.
Once you leave it, do not go back, my friend. That is letting go.
Yeah.
Even if it comes back, because if you think about something and you do it so often, you are creating some neurons, let's say, of this story in your brain. And because you've been thinking about it too much, your mind or your brain at some point will want to remind you of whatever that is that you've been thinking about. So that's the moment when you have to choose, and you do it quickly. And you say, I have let it go already. This is not going to be a problem. So mine, you get rid of it, because now I'm not giving the attention to it.
Yeah, that's good advice.
We only see love and light around the two of you. There is so much that both of you can give and receive from each other.
Yeah.
You might only have been able to see, let's say, 20%. But there is an 80% there that has been undiscovered yet.
Wow, that's a lot.
Because when two souls who are powerful engage and become one, there is no stop unless you choose that. And it can go in either way. What we mean, it can either go towards the things that you want, or the things that you want to experience, or towards the opposite way. Because of the so much energy that both of you brings together.
Yeah, we don't want to manifest the fears.
No. And to do so, you have to put in stop.
Yes. We haven't done our ritual yet of burning the desires. I want to do it, but I'm, I was focused on, I've got to feel like God first, and then really
There is no need, my friend, because you are God inside.
But I have to know it. Like you said, know it in my core, not just sort of think I am and believe it.
Yes, but it doesn't mean that you have to get stuck if you cannot feel that at the moment. You work towards that, and every step you do consciously, let's say, it's better than nothing, let's say, than what your human species says. So see the picture or whatever it is that you want, and just know that it is somewhere else, and even that you're gonna match to it. That's trusting. Okay. Without you realizing that actually is trusting. Because if you are expecting, or you want to see yourself just so much self-focus, and say, I really trust it, and when I truly do or feel that, I'll do it. And if you're waiting for that moment because you're trying to find the perfect moment of the perfect feeling, let's say, to manifest, because that's what your head is thinking that you need, not necessarily means that have to be, but if it's your belief, then you will need so. But just by saying, my friend, or by knowing that whatever you want, because of you are aware of the law of the universe and of the creator, and you know how manifestation works. So just by knowing and saying, okay, I have seen what I want, and I have seen it because it does exist. By seeing in my head, it's pretty much I'm becoming one with that thing that I want, or with the self that I want to be. By being able to see it means that I'm bringing the object or myself to that point. And that means that it's already happening, that is existing somewhere else. So by you saying, okay, I know this is true and this is a reality, that's putting trust in the universe and in the unknown, and in that you can't physically see yet. So you let's say it's great if you feel that burning desire and you're so much full of energy and you know, but at the same time, if you're calm and you just know because by law it has to happen, that's trusting too.
Okay. Because everyone's creating their reality anyway, whether they know the law or not. They're just doing it. So you would think that just a conscious effort in deciding this is what I want, or to just make it even easier, if you can do it without even thinking, why not just that conscious desire where you deliberately say, this is actually what I want and this is what I want, but it doesn't seem to come as any easier.
Because you are mixing things up. What it means is, but you are desiring this, but at the same time you're creating other things just by thoughts alone. So therefore, when it's time for the thing to come, it kind of all mixed because it's not sure what you really want. So therefore, you're slowing your manifestation.
Okay.
Because there are days that you're so positive and you're so creative and you want this and you're so sure. And I mean, hey, yeah, I'm coming to you. I'm here. I'm running to you. But then you change and now you don't want that. And then you want something different. And now you don't even feel like experiencing that. Even you don't feel like doing anything, let's say, or so you sabotage your own self. So therefore, it's like, let's say, what's going on? Your manifestation, let's say, will be saying, do you want me or not? Should I keep going close to you or should I stop? It's like your manifestation stuck in the middle. Let's say it's like, should I continue or should I stop? Should I continue or should I stop? And then you are better, and then it keeps going, and then oh God, and then you stop again, and the manifestation stop, and then it's like, you know, let's say you have a watch, and you're just there waiting until you have the green light. Let's say you have the green light, and then your manifestation will say finally, and then it keeps moving towards you.
I like it put like that it's trying to get to me.
Yes. But you have to allow it.
Sure.
That we love when your humankind are so happy and they're so full of energy and when they appreciate the beauty of your life regardless of what you live in, because it's such a experience that we cannot put into words. Being in the body that you are and being in the planet where you are, even at this moment in time, it's magnificent. It's great, let's say. But sometimes because you are involved in there, let's say where you are, you're not able to see it through the eyes as how we see it from here.
Yeah.
And how amazing it is what you are doing, even what you're going through. The things that are inside you, the love and the light and all those emotions as well, and seeing you, let's say, all your kind fight those emotions and trying to overcome them and trying to learn from your own experiences. That's amazing. Just magnificent, and that's the purpose as well of being human. To go through that, and we feel that your kind is so brave to do so, because your planet is full of energies and frequencies, and it's not, let's say, one where most of the things are matched to. Like us, let's say, light and love, and we just feel this love for everything. We're trying to translate in the best way using your words.
Yeah.
So your kind is going through all these changes constantly in your everyday, and going through that is magnificent. And you should clap yourself and say, you are doing great. I'm doing great just by being here.
That's the bigger picture. When you're experiencing the pain, though, it's not fun at all, and you just want to leave and get that love and light again. Be in that love.
But you have the choice to do so. You have the choice to be in love and light where you are. You don't need to move anywhere else to feel that, because you are connected with everything. You can feel what we feel from here, because we are one. But you have to allow it. So your manifestations of the being that you want to be is there. It's close to you. It's waiting for you. This instrument is putting us the phrase, come on, man. Give me a chance. I want to show you more. I want to show you that what you want, it's actually true and it could happen. Because, hey, I actually do exist. But it's just about how much you want it.
Yeah, I think I like what you're saying about the two of us being powerful together. I find it hard. Of course, if I'm here, I'd like to live comfortably and even luxuriously. But it's hard to find.
And you can.
It's just hard to find that real desire you talk about. And I think that's only a belief thing. I really do. I think if someone said, this has been given to you and it's coming and you're going to move into this mansion next week or something, I'd be really super excited, you know. It's about getting to that stage where I'm not feeling like, it'll be way down the track and we've got to get all the money. And
just understand that time does not exist, as you know.
It's just normally how it turns out. If someone was going to go from how we are to a luxurious life, there would be a lot of things that need to line up.
Because of experience, because what you have seen through other beings and through other experiences been, and because you were taught that, and because that's the expectation that your kind have, because they do not know how much or how powerful every being are. So you are in a world where it has a lot of limitations in their mind, and you were taught in a certain way that this is how it has to be, because that's how it has been done. You know, like even the normal, let's say, thing that you do, you know, you're born and then you go to a school and then to university and then you get a career and then you get married and you get kids and you want a house and then you get old and then you go to a so-called nursing home and then you die. So that's pretty much what most, let's say, of your humankind have, because that's what they've been taught and that's what is being passed through generation and generations. And when someone does not follow that, then there is a judgment that happens, there is control that happens, there is even, you know, they might become self-aware as well, you know. So there are so many things that it could happen. But if you realize that, hey, and it's not bad, by the way, that way of living, because if it resonates with someone, that's great. That's really good, because they are here having that experience and they're gonna learn from that experience, and they're gonna take things from that human experience at that point in their life. But if they're all the beings, you know, who are realizing who they truly are, and that things doesn't have to be first, second, third, have you been taught, but it could happen at any time, because what you are experiencing of time, it is not time. It is now. So the universe, let's say, it might take it might not happen, let's say, like let's say in our time, let's say, if we want to picture something and becoming, let's say, I don't know, manifestation straight away within seconds, it might not happen like that, because of the condition of the place where you are living, that it has some time and space. So however the universe moves around so quickly and just integrates things and makes things happen. And when the belief is there, when the trust is there, it makes things even faster, because you just know that it's gonna happen. We don't mean you know, we say we love when you're kind and all happy and all that, great, fine. But you know, to manifest things, you don't need to be all the time in so much ecstasy, you know, and just in feeling, oh, amazing. Obviously, if you are, that's awesome, you know. But because of the same reason that you are in a human body and having a human experiences, then you're going to face contrast at time. So that it is not about the situation you are in or the situation that you have to overcome. It's about how you overcome it, and it's about the tension that you put on the situation and the reaction that you have towards the situation. So how important the situation becomes for you, and how much take away your power, let's say. But if you are in charge anyway, any situation could occur, and it won't affect you and your manifestations and so on. It will just continue their own pace, and it's going to happen however it meant to happen. We had a point. We'll be back. She's yes. So, what we mean is we send, let's say, a thought, right? An idea. And then that idea lead to another idea. And then we want to bring back the previous idea, right? And what it could happen is that this instrument can also get so excited about something that we're talking and so into it that then she wants to continue moving on that.
Yes.
And then we kind of feel we haven't go back to whatever it was first.
I understand. That's okay. We'll get all of it at some point.
Yeah, so the point was, see, we know that was the point. The point was that even if you're not in so much happiness every single day, let's say, and there is a change of emotions going on, you can still manifest anything you want, because it is more profound than just your feelings. Your feelings are such a great tool, and they are a doorway, and the feelings are a big part of your humanity as well, and your experiences. However, when we say by knowing and the trusting, that it's let's say a deeper feeling, let's say, just by knowing, even though because of what you have heard or what you have seen, or at some point of your life you have manifested something, even if it has been small for you. But because you know how the universe works and how things can be manifested, just by knowing that, and say, all right, you know what? Even as what your kind says, as she is thinking, fuck it, just by saying that, well, not specifically saying that, but what we mean is the feeling of saying, I'll let go.
Yes.
I just simply will let go, and I will just trust. You know why? Because I know, and in my rational mind, or my rational mind even know this, that it works in this way. As what you call it, even attraction, or even if you want to call it, match the frequency of the thing that you want, or just by believing in the universe, or believing in your God, or in believing in whatever you think, whatever you truly believe, that the thing you want, it does exist somewhere else, and it's going to happen. Just by doing that. You are creating.
So after you let go, you say, okay, this is my desire, and I just leave it and let it go. If after that point you're sort of up and down with the emotions with life, but you're not thinking about that anymore, you've left it already, is it still coming, or do these negative emotions slow it down? Should you be happy, or does it come when you're happier, or... you've already left it and you just completely let it to the universe, but you've got your good days and your lows and your highs and your lows. Are those lows slowing it down, or do you really need to be high to get the things you've asked for before, even though you've let them go and trust?
It let's say it will depend as well whether when you are on your bad days, if you stop believing in everything and you going, let's say, back to zero, let's say, not believing in the universe and just not believing in anything anymore, then yes, it is slowing down a bit, but it doesn't mean that it will not come. But then if you know that who you are, just by believing, okay, whatever, it's still coming because it is how it is, and I had the intention, and I let it go, and then the universe is going what it's supposed to do, then that's fine. But it's always good, and it's coming faster when you're maintaining your frequency. What we mean is you don't have to be so extremely happy, let's say, every day. But if you're just okay and you have your moments during the day, when you get upset or whatever, and then you come back and you're fine again because, inside you just know that this is temporal anyway, that the feeling of the emotion, then that's fine.
Yeah, that's kind of what I meant. That sort of thing. They're just the little ups and downs. It's mostly good, but then someone says something that makes you feel upset, or that sort of thing. But is there extra power if, say, Stephany and I want the same thing, and we're saying this is what we want for us, and both of us are intending it and letting it go like that? Is there extra power in two rather than one?
There is a bigger frequency, let's say, it's an energy. It's like imagining, let's say, two balls of energy, let's say, like two balls, right?
balls of energy.
You go one ball here and another ball here, and they have a frequency, and they're great. And then if you and they have some charge, right? Positive charge and negative charge, both of them. So then if you combine that and it becomes one, then what is gonna happen? That don't you think that it might let's say the energy might be stronger, right? Because the positive with the positive, so and the negative with the negative as well. So if you are too focused on one thing, you can it could be a way of helping your own self, work together as a team, and focus on this and raising your energy or maintaining that great frequency and stuff. So there is, let's say, a where is the word we're trying to find?
A benefit, maybe.
Yes, it could be a benefit, let's say, but if you are both in the same frequency. But if one of you it is and the other one is not, and then you're working together, well, it doesn't do anything, right?
Yeah.
Because one is not at the same frequency as the other. So the one that I have, let's say, the higher frequency will be more connected, right? Or we're just trying to explain it better. As you have heard that one positive entity is more powerful than 1,000 negative one. Have you heard that?
Yeah, I thought it was 1,000,000 actually.
Oh, 1,000,000.
If you're in alignment with your inner being, yeah.
Yeah, the number doesn't matter. It's just more than 2, let's say.
Yes.
Yeah, so 1,000,000, let's say. Yeah, so that is a better expression.
Yeah.
So if you are working with someone, so imagine then what two powerful beings can do together. If one who is in alignment can do more than millions that are not, so imagine two in alignment. But that's what we're trying to say.
Yeah.
But if one is in alignment, the other one is not. So is that really a blending of the energies?
No, it sounds like it's dragging one down. Yeah. Okay.
The one who is online can push the other person as well, and raise the frequency and try to help. However, the other person has also have free will.
Yeah.
So it's up to them to raise the energy.
Yeah. Because I had wondered that if we were selling something in the shop and one of us felt like it's a done deal and the other one didn't think that it was going to sell, what happens? When one's saying, I'm sure we're going to sell this, and the other one says, I don't think they'll buy it. Well, what happens in that case?
Well, the one who has the frequency the most should be the one attracting the sale.
I see.
If it is truly trusting.
Yeah.
But what happened is, because let's say usually with couples, one could be in alignment and the other one not. And the person in alignment is really so great and is short of everything, is enjoying life and wants to help the other person, right? Wants to help them feel better and everything. But because they are in a human also body, let's say, you are humans, and you still allowed what the other person does affect you, then you also let the other person take a bit of your power at times. And then what happens is you end up also feeling down, let's say, or bringing your energy lower, let's say, because because of that person is so important to you, or you are sharing so much, or you are so connected, and so let's say, so you easily give away your alignment, let's say. You easily leave the feeling of happiness that you were feeling, and you focus on the person who is next to you. So what we mean by when you know that you are one and you are being of love and light, be love and light at every moment. Whether the person next to you is not, but by you being love and light, you're radiating or transmitting the love and light to others as well. But what happens is when you are you just, let's say, even working on this, or you're becoming better, and you feel so good when you're around people with your same frequency, or when you are on your own, then someone else comes along and they're not like that, and because you're giving your power away, you're so much focusing now on them, then you allow that to happen. You allow to feel like them, rather than being your true self and radiate that love to the other person.
Yeah, I've been through that for sure. Sometimes I can resist losing the positivity and saying, no, I'm going to stay up. And after a while it goes down, and say, why would you have to bring me down and get angry? I was feeling really good.
And then you blame the other person.
Yeah, blame the other person.
And that's what you kind of, but it is not the other person, it's yourself.
Yeah.
And that is the hardest part to admit.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part to say, I am in control.
Yeah.
And that's, let's say, a big work that your species going through, because you said, they even can say to us, how can I not get affected by this? How can I not? And we say, yes, you can. Because when you are connected and you are thinking of who you are, and you're just being that, and you put yourself in that way first, because, we don't want to confuse that. What we mean by putting yourself first is by being who you are, being of love and light, you are helping others. By you becoming like them, you're not helping them.
No. Yeah.
And you're helping yourself too, because as you do this more often, it becomes, let's say, second nature to you.
Yes.
That you maintain, let's say, the knowledge of who you are, instead of being on your unconscious or subconscious mind. Now it will be on your conscious mind, and that's who you are going to be. And you're going to be walking in the street, radiating love and light, my friend, because that's who you are. And if Olga come, let's say, close to you and wants to, it's just from the, let's say, feeling the opposite.
Yeah.
Let's say, she put the word Olga.
No, I know. It's not Olga.
No,
Okay.
we could not feel that was fine, right in the sentence. However.
Yeah, but opposite is fine.
Yeah, the opposite. Yes. So if someone is coming along and it's just feeling the opposite, I'm sorry, but your light will be so strong and it will be so pure that won't get you. The other person can feel actually your frequency. Haven't you ever felt when you are with someone and you just feel so alive?
Yeah, Stephany.
And there is something about them, just what it is, when I'm with this person, it feels great. And then the person goes and it feels like the moment is gone too. Because it is going where they are, because they are that. They are the light that you can feel. They are the love that you can feel. So be that.
Yeah.
And when you're not feeling the best, as we have mentioned previously, and this goes to anyone, when we say you,
No.
we refer to everyone too.
Yeah.
But because the two of you are working with us, we like to use you as an example, or let's say as a character, let's say. So when you are feeling down, and it feels good to feel down in that moment, you don't want to even work on it, because you're full of thoughts.
Yeah.
You're full of thoughts, and one comes after, and as you let them, more thoughts of that same frequency will show up. Because now you are in that frequency.
Yes.
In whatever frequency you are in that frequency now. That's now you.
Yes.
But that's not you in reality. So you can overcome that emotion.
Yeah.
So what you can do, as we have said, so simple, and you might say it might not work, and it's silly, or I've tried it, and so. And we know this because there are also people doing this and trying your kind, and they give up as well when the first time doesn't work, let's say. But hey, you have a life full of emotions every day. So why would you give up when the first time doesn't work? Because you're feeling emotions. It's not like the emotions are going away. You're just choosing the emotion. So what the example would be, you're feeling certain feeling that is not you, or you don't like it, upset, anger, disappointment, etc. Accept it. Okay? Accept the feeling that you're feeling. See how your body is responding to the feeling. Accept it and say, yes, I'm feeling whatever it is, let's say mad, angry. I'm feeling angry. You don't have to think of the reason, because the end result is that you're feeling angry, regardless of the situation that it was. The final thing is you're angry. Now, accept it and say, I am angry because I gave power to that situation. But actually you chose to feel angry over it. But anyway, just accept it and say, okay, I'm angry one more time. Now I know how it feels again. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay to feel angry, because it's an emotion. And same as there are other emotions like sadness and happiness and all of that, well, there is also sadness. And at some point might show up in my life, and I'm in different situations, might show up, and at times I might feel angry. So yes, I'm feeling angry. But you know what? I am aware of the feeling. And because I'm aware of the feeling, I'm also aware that I have chose the feeling, even though you might not think that you have done so. You don't have to say the exact word, but the meaning is that you accept that you are feeling it, you are aware of the feeling, you become detached from the feeling. What it means that you separate yourself from the feeling. You're seen as something else, or as a third person, as we have said before. Don't become one with it. Now it's the time to say, hey, you're not one with me. I'm not one with this anger. You came, I felt you, and it made me realize that now I want to be happy. Now I choose to be happy. Thank you. Because feeling you have made me realize that at any point in time, I have a choice. And as the same way that I let you in, now I'm letting you out. Because I'm choosing so. And now I'm going to welcome happiness again. And you can say, welcome happiness again. Sorry, I put you to the side for a bit, but that was okay. I needed a bit of the other one. But now I have you back. And now I'm one with you because I'm choosing you. And it might be another thing that I will maybe say, I just do that again. And what you're doing is training yourself to choose. Training your conscious mind to know that you have the option to choose. That you're not that you're not a victim of your circumstances, but actually that you have the choice, regardless of what you're experiencing. Is that clear?
It is. That's what I follow, and there's just a long time between acknowledging the feeling and feeling that I know I can choose it to actually wanting to choose it. I mean, you could say it could happen straight away. I know that I can. I'm not a victim of it. I can say I know I don't have to feel this way. I'm observing my feeling. I know that I should be feeling something else. I know how to do it. I know I've chosen this, but I don't choose that yet. I want to stay here. I want to stay here until I'm sick of it. Then I will choose it. I can be consciously aware of my feelings. I'm not so wrapped up in it that I don't see that I'm observing it. I'm feeling it.
Okay.
But there is a gap between understanding what's going on and what I should do before I will choose it.
Yes, if you are in that situation, let's say any of your human, we always choosing you and you are talking as I, just as if you were in the situation of any other person. Because for the communication, I think it's nice, let's say, So that could happen too. You say, yes, I know I have to choose to be happy, but now I don't want. Well, my friend, in that moment then that you're aware and that you know that, but you're choosing to stay longer in that thing, that's okay. Do so, but do not make choices. I mean, what we mean is, sorry, that wasn't clear.
No, but I know what you're going to say.
Yes, do not make decisions at that point that it might affect you later.
Yeah.
And that's a choice. If you are choosing to say, I want to dwell on this for a bit, but I know that I'm doing so. And I know that I'm going to overcome it and I'm going to feel happy. But while I'm in this emotion, I'm not going to make any decision. Even though your mind will want, because it's bringing you with it.
Yeah.
The emotion it's bringing you down with it. It's becoming one with you as the time passes. You are aware of the emotion, but if you leave it for so long, then without you realizing, you might start becoming one with the emotion. And when you become one with the emotion, that's when your kind tends to make decisions. Start deciding things. Why? Because thoughts come along. And one after the other, and one after the other. And then when you want to get out of it, it's getting harder. Because one positive thought and 10 positive thoughts. So you're fighting that. If you've been thinking a lot of negative thoughts, now you have to start thinking more positive thoughts. So then you're going to get more positive thoughts, and they're going to start taking over you again. But if you are aware, next time for anyone that is feeling the negative emotion, why don't you just, let's say, give it a go and try to overcome the emotion quick and see how it feels.
Yeah.
It feels great. You feel more even powerful because you can see the change it, like flipping a coin. And it can happen. You might say, no, how can our emotions be changed so quickly? Well, yes, it can. Because you became fast so quick. Let's say so fast because of whatever happened to you. You feel burning inside. You might feel hot or whatever, and within seconds you're angry. And you made the choice then to continue angry. But if you quickly go and just put the intention and talk to your body and consciously think something positive and start becoming aware of your own thoughts too, hey, you can become happier again quick. It's a frequency. Is that clear?
It is very clear. Just got to give that a go.
Give it a go next time, my friend. Everyone should at least try that once. Let's say. We're just having fun here. All of this, it's about make your mankind, say, or your human species, to realize and to accept the power within each of you. Same as you want to know how to manifest your physical desires, also be interested in wanting to manifest things within yourself, taking control over your own, let's say, your own self, your emotions, your life, your decisions. Because when you are deciding something, when you are in a certain mood and you're just doing so because of the moment, you are not having, let's say, you are letting the emotion take the control there and decide for you. It's not you. You're saying, hey, since you are one with me and you are here, I'll let you decide because I can't be bothered. You say.
Yeah.
And that's not an example of having your power. Your power is I'm aware, I'm conscious, I know my desires, I know who I truly am. And by knowing is that I'm a being of love and light. And I am more powerful than what I think I am. In a little moments like that in your life, those little moments when you have to decide even simple things of letting go, let's say, of your anger or whatever it is, or seeing a situation from a different perspective, let's say, not becoming one with your negativity or the emotion you're feeling at that moment. Those are big decisions. And those are like situations to help you realize and apply your power. To use your power there. It's not just to manifest big things that more of your species want. And by applying your power in those situations, in your daily situations, it becomes a habit. And it becomes part of your conscious self and mind. And then when you want to manifest the bigger things that you called, your physical manifestations, it will be so much easier for you because you are trusting your own self. You're seeing how you are applying your power to just, let's say, little situations. And it becomes second nature to you, wishing to have a nice house. You just know it's going to happen. Doesn't matter when the right time comes, let's say, when you match to that, when the universe orchestrates things. Most of you guys, some of these instruments are very impatient. Impatient, yeah. Yes, that's the word. They're not patient, let's say. But at the same time, you don't need patience. Because when you just know that it's going to happen and you just trust that, it's like you just know it will happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Waiting with patience means that the thing is not here yet too. And that you're not sure whether it's going to happen. Because you say, oh yeah, I have to be patient. It's not here yet, but I have to be patient because when it's the perfect moment, it will happen. So I just have to be patient. But we want you to take the, let's say, authority to say, this is what I want. And because I've seen it, and I know who I am and the Lord of the universe, and that I'm one, simple, it is done. And then don't let your physical senses make you doubt. Because you are looking within, and you know within, it is done. That's it. Regardless whether you feel ecstasy or just okay,
Yeah.
Because you have created that life of the object or whatever it is that you want. Because you are the creator. If you were, let's say, somewhere else, in another dimension or galaxy or whatever, the laws might apply a bit different, let's say. If you might say, okay, this is done, and might show up, But because of where you are, it might not come within seconds, but it doesn't mean that it would take long, or it doesn't mean it would not take long. It just means that it is done. And then it's up to you to allow it. That's what it would determine how long it takes. If you know it and you said it, that's fine. Go and live your life as the best way you can. Enjoy your single day. Be happy with what you have, or in peace, You're just living the present, because that's what it is true. And your creation, it is in your present. Just have to match.
Yeah. So that's very clear of, after having the desire, letting it go and having the trust there. The actual having the desire, it should be a really clear visualization, or you can just say, this is just what I want.
The universe will know what you want. Sometimes you, let's say, want to be so specific, and that's okay. If that helps you to believe what what you want exists somewhere else, go with it. But sometimes be so specific and bring doubt as well. As long as you know, let's say, what you want, and you can see it as a reality, then it is done.
Yeah, because you can know what you want, But, people do mention keep visualizing until it's like as clear as real life even. And that's really difficult to visualize to be that clear. You can see in your mind, a reasonable clarity, but then you say, I'm going to feel it and smell it and touch it all within my visualization and make it very real. And then keep imagining it until it becomes very vivid. It sounds like it doesn't need to go that far.
The different ways, let's say, that are out there to help your kind. When you do that, it helps you to become one with that it is that you have created. To put yourself in that, let's say, dimension or whatever that your creation is. Because, let's say, now it makes you travel to the place, let's say, by being so, by feeling so vivid. But that is great. If it works for you, it works. But what we are saying and encouraging is when you know, and you just know and trust that because of the Creator and the laws that applies in where you are, in your dimension, in your earth, let's say, and because you know that you are a creator, and what you're doing is putting something together as you desired, then that's enough. Because you know that you are a creator, because you are one with the Creator. And the Creator creates. And the Creator experiences. That's what it creates. It creates to experience, to know what it is like. To know what it is to be in that situation or in the possession of something. So you are creating to experience. Is there something you would like to add?
No, it's very clear. It just sounds so simple. The Creator creates, and we're all creators. We should be creating,
and you are creating.
And we are. It's like we're all wondering why we're not doing it better. And but I think it's
because of your lack of trust or faith or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, it's obvious.
And your own self, because as let's say your human mind can put a barrier there that you have to overcome, because your human mind, of course, will see you as human. But you're not human. You are light. Yes. You are love. That's your essence. And as being light and love, that means that you're coming from the Creator. You are a part of the Creator, and you are one with the Creator. And that means that you are Creator. And as a creator, you want to create. And as a creator, you actually do create. Whether it is intentionally or unintentionally, you do create.
Yes.
By thoughts alone. By feeling. Because those are, let's say, the tools or the doorways used in this atmosphere, in this place where you are. It's like when you're making your violin, you have your materials. And you have your wood, and you have the tools that you use. Well, the one that you use are your thoughts and your feelings. And your knowing, your trusting. As a violin maker, you trust that you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because you have learned. And by learning, you have experience. You have felt, you have tried again and again and again, and you become a master. And once you know what you're doing, once you feel like, let's say, a master, or at least that you know what you're doing, then you just trust your work. And you just go ahead and do it, don't you?
Yeah.
You just start doing, put things together. And if you have a question, you go and figure it out.
Sure.
You go and answer that question. Well, same thing. You are here. You don't know that you are a creator. Hey, but now you know. You know you are a creator. Now you know your tools, your thoughts, your feelings, your decisions. Hey, I am a creator, so I use my thoughts to create and I use my feelings to create. And the choices, I make choices to create. I make choices every day. And if something doesn't happen how I want, well, I look back and say what I could do better. Oh, okay, I wasn't trusting myself enough. I really didn't think I was going to be able to get that. Okay, well, now I'm going to work on trusting myself a bit more. Or, okay, I wanted that, but it didn't come or it didn't arrive in the way how I exactly wanted. Did I truly believe that I was that I was worth it, or the thing that I wanted? Did I actually believe that I was worth it? Or maybe something similar but not as good as the thing that I wanted, because I don't think I deserve as good as the thing I was waiting or hoping to get. Okay, so now I have to go and look back on my self-worth. Hey, I am a creator. I'm worth a lot, let's say. You know, I'm magnificent. I am a magnificent being. Because I realize that I'm love and light, and I am one with everything that it is, and that it is happening right now. And I've just, let's say, this little thing called body. That it's great and it's magnificent for the place where I am in. And through this body, I'm going to experience all the things that I want to create and have. Oh, this is going to be so much fun. And it is fun. Is that clear?
Best reality creation explanation I've ever heard. It is so clear. That's the best I've heard. Well, we'll be applying that.
We hope so.
Starting today.
Good. Congratulate yourself.
We will do so.
Always.
Yeah.
Congratulate yourself. Love yourself. Be thankful for the body that you have. For the mind that you have as well. Because your mind is not stopping you. It's there to help in your physical reality. But you just have to overcome and realize that you're more than that. That you have the power to tell your mind what to think, what to do, how to react. That you are in charge. Appreciate every single part of you. And everything around you. In every moment that you live. Every situation. Everything that you come across with. Even if it's not something that is yours, but even something that you heard and make you feel in a certain way. Appreciate that, even if you can't see how or why. But because there, it's another situation where you can use your power. It's another situation. Hey, I've got another situation to use my power.
Yeah. I'm starting to feel that myself,
Yeah.
That would be the fun thing, yeah.
Yeah.
To say I'm powerful, and
that is being God
yeah,
that we have said before. Is to know that you have the power that you can use because you are a creator.
So
But
every negative thing is a reminder that there's power.
yes, don't take it as something negative, like, ooh, the devil.
It's a reminder.
No, yes, it is there to help you. And you have brought the situation to you at some level, even if you can't think how.
Yes, and then sort of fight back as a powerful being and
Yes.
eliminate it.
And that's been God, my friend. When we have said to you before, be God. Realize that you are. It's not like we're expecting you just to sit down and trying to feel something different than what you're feeling. It's to take charge, control. Because God, or the Creator, or however you want to say it, knows that they are powerful and that they create, and everything that experience, it's a creation.
Yes. Very powerful lesson.
Yes. That is being God.
Yeah.
Don't try just to sit down and try to find a feeling that is different. Apply it.
Live as God.
Yes. We're not her head, but we didn't say it. So
Yeah, nodding there.
Nodding there.
But it's that's what we'll do. We'll go away with that and apply that
every day.
Every day.
Hey,
it makes life sound like fun. Just say, bring it on.
Life is fun,
Bring
my
it
friend.
on.
It
I'm
should be
God.
fun.
I can handle anything.
That's why you came. Because from where you were before, you thought that would be fun.
Then we all got here and it's like, oh gee.
You are all got
so
here.
Not coming back again, and then we do.
Oh, once you know how delightful and how incredible it is to create, when you become conscious that you are a creator, you don't see the limits. And we just hope that you stay in the love and the light.
Yeah.
Because then it is your choice how to apply it.
Of course. Yeah.
And that's what we're here for.
I know. I'm so grateful for your guidance.
We are happy to have you both. And everyone else who might listen in the future to us through this instrument. I should say, child. We sometimes say, or it comes through as I or we, which this instrument was confused at first, let's say. But now she knows as well why. It really does not matter because we are one big consciousness. As you want to say it, or we're just one, right? We are one with everything, with you and with everything. We say we as a group. Let's say, of being who are sending and connecting with you, with their energies, and by so giving impulses, let's say, of thoughts, right? And then we are able to connect with this instrument energy, and therefore then that is translated into words, into your human words as best as possible. So sometimes we say we because we are a group, and she sees us like that. But sometimes as well, it makes sense to say I, as she can see us as one spirit, let's say. So that's not a difference in this case.
No. Stephany, have a question?
No, she's fine at the moment.
I think I am too. I have a lot to digest, and
Good.
we do have plans already to get our desires and go through the ritual that you explained before as an option that we could choose if we thought it would be helpful. So
Yes.
we're going to do that.
All those methods and rituals that you can find or that we can say is just a way to help you. Let's say to go through or to overcome your human mind by believing a bit more, let's say, because you are attached to your senses, and sometimes by actually doing something physically, let's say, or writing down something, or what we have mentioned before, in a way it helps you with your beliefs.
Yeah.
It's not like there is just one way. It's just something to help, let's say.
Yeah. So it just made it a bit more fun as well.
Yeah.
The idea of getting a little piece of paper and writing the desire and then burning it and saying we've let it go. That's our symbol of it's there.
Yes,
it's on paper.
that's
We've
the
seen
word.
it, and now we're going to burn it, and it's all
Yes.
gone, and we're not going to think about it again.
It's a symbol. Yes. And that could be applied not only for your desires, as well if you want to let go of something inside you.
Of course, yeah.
It's just a symbol representation. But if you believe it, that's great.
Yeah.
Use it. You believe there is a symbol that you're letting go. So do it. Don't just do it because you've been told as an option, let's say. Do you understand?
Yeah. I want to just sort of make it our thing. This is the thing. This is what we believe in, and we'll go through this. And as we go through this process, that's what we follow each time. And it's just a bit of fun as well. But
It is.
But it resonates as well. Just something about it seems to make sense. So this letting go, it's there, and now it's gone. We've burnt it, it's gone, and we've just left that to the universe. That's
And trust.
and trust. Leave it.
By trusting in the universe, you're trusting on your own self because you won.
Yeah.
As simple as that.
Yeah. And the more the manifestations happen, the more it reinforces the trust in the process.
Do not wait for the manifestations to happen to believe. Believe it first. Believe it now. Believe it when you are doing that symbol.
Yeah.
That's when you have to believe it. It's by just knowing and say, I know this is how it works.
Yes.
That's it.
Okay.
And because I am God, I am the universe. And we are one. I'm one with everything. It is just there are different frequencies or energies. And because, as you know, the laws of your planet, let's say where you are, how things work there, how things work, let's say here, then you know that it might be different from other dimensions and so.
Sure.
To manifest like, woo,
Yeah.
right away.
Yeah.
There are different laws apply. However, it does not mean that it is not happening. So just know it. And don't sit down to find a feeling for knowing it. Because there are a lot even of knowledge and information out there to know that this is true. And you know inside you this is true. And that's enough.
Okay. Well, we'll be doing it.
And it is done.
Yes.
Believe it first. Don't wait for it to show up to believe it.
Okay.
That's what it means. It is done. And I trust.
Yes.
It's not, I'll do this and just in case. Just in case it happens, you know?
Yeah.
No, it's just knowing.
Okay. That's the key.
Yes.
We'll make sure that's there.
Okay, my friend. Is there any question?
Not for now. Thank you. Thank you very much. Everything's been very clear.
If you need to clarify anything, you can let us know.
Definitely.
We also are connected with you.
Okay.
We also sense you, feel you. So,
Okay.
great.
Thank you.
We'll leave you now then.
Okay, thank you so much for everything. I really appreciate all the guidance you've given today. Lots of information, and we're taking action on all of those things you've said.
We're so happy to have you both. You are beings of the love and the light, and we have such a great time talking to you.
So do we. Yeah. Okay. Well, good night.
Good night. She was asking, well, she did not ask us, but we could sense whether she wanted to know whether the energy around her, the body of two of you have increased, or whether we can see, let's say. And as we have talked, we can see. Well, let's say see, or we can sense, let's say, how your energy has expanded.
Okay.
Around you. So what we mean is that we can sense when you're feeling happy or happier.
Yeah. I think we always feel a lot happier at the end of our chats than when we start. That's how I feel.
And we are so happy for that. We are a being of love and light. And that's what we want to give or transmit.
Yeah. And we'll talk again soon to get some more of that.
And you are beings of love and light.
Yeah. Yeah, we are.
Yes. So when you want to feel that good, how you feel after conversation, talk to yourself. See around you. Realize that you are love and light. And you will see how great you will feel.
Good advice.
Okay.
Okay. Until next time.
We leave you now in the love and the light of the one Creator, where we are all from. We love you so much.
We love you too.
We love you too, Stephany. Thank you for this amazing conversation.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.